recently the Pope's Vatican's official Twitter account liked an image of a fat ass slut. Like that's what it was called, like
Yeah.
on a porn feed or whatever.
Like on Instagram or whatever.
Yeah, it was called like
Yeah, they liked.
fat ass sluts.
He's liked it
Yeah, the Vatican,
because he was scrolling.
the Pope has liked fat ass sluts, and so they had to launch an internal probe, no pun intended, to
Yeah.
see who liked fat ass butt sluts from the
Yeah.
Pope's account.
Yeah. Like, yeah.
That's the internet
Because they
brings
can't deal
everyone.
with him.
The internet brings everyone down to the level, doesn't it? What were you going to say?
Well, they can't just go, hey, it was him. Sorry. Like, obviously, it was. Do you know what I mean? It was obviously. What's his name? Benedict?
Yeah, you think it was
What
him?
Pope? Well, yeah, like it's him, but it's like let's just launch a probe.
Like you think it's definitely him, but let's launch a
It's
probe.
definitely him. Yeah, because it's like I don't want to. As you said, the dignity drop is too big to be like, yeah, sorry, I was scrolling big ass sluts and.
So, do you think what would that been like when they walked into his office and go, "Sir, have you got a minute? Look, I'm quite busy right now. I'm praying. So you're going to want to know about this. Were you searching for big butt sluts, big fat butt sluts? Because somebody seems to have liked an image on your Twitter account of big butt slut fucks, like, and he would have been like, "Oh, no, that's not what I asked God for. That's not right. No, that's we need to launch a probe into that. Who's been on my
Yeah.
because the bigger the dignity, the funnier the fall."
So, well, yeah, and he can't have that. Um, yeah, I know that Roseanne was like getting her money stolen.
Roseanne Barr.
Yeah, or something was happening where she was getting like ripped off, and then her husband, Tom Arnold, launched a probe or hired a private investigator.
Right.
But then the private investigator sat them both down and said, yeah, so I found out who's doing it. It's you, and pointed to her husband. And he just goes, really?
What the fuck? Why did he
Like
hire a private
that.
investigator if he knew that he would find him?
I think it was just like, let's commit to this fully.
So he's like, I'm in too deep now. I can't back out kind of thing.
It's just funny to have a hire someone and it's like, it's you. And he's like, oh, really?
Well, this is really interesting.
Yeah.
So the bigger the dignity, the bigger the that is funny. The bigger the dignity, the bigger the fall.
Yeah.
Like I actually used to, when I was trying to get into acting, I studied Japanese theater. It's like a great physical theater. It's very serious, and it's run by this woman, Lynn, and she's very, very serious woman. And the work is like a deep, physical, spiritual, Japanese disciplined theatrical approach to embodying emotions and stuff in your body. It's very, very serious stuff. And she would email the group every day, for every lesson, just new inspiration, like haikus about death and dark poetry about life and the spirit, and clips of inspiration. And she sent a haiku one day that was about life from birth to death, and then the next day her email was, "Hey, this is crazy, but I've got 50% off all Ray-Bans. And if you use this link, you can get Ray-Bans cheap, real, legitimate, official brands." And it just had like big banner Ray-Bans. And yeah, one student emailed back going, "Oh, thanks for the haiku, and I love a bargain. I clicked the sunglasses you said, but now the printer doesn't work."
Yeah, it fucked his computer up.
Yeah, so she'd been hacked and just sent out a spam about Ray-Bans.
Yeah. The drop in dignity there is huge.
It's huge.
From paragon of earnestness, like what could be more earnest in our society than Japanese haikus about morbidity, mortality, and do you know what I mean? Like it's this deep kind of like haikus are so mysterious and earnest. Like the tree represents the,
Mm-hmm.
and then to be like Ray-Bans 50% off, it's just such a
Yeah, that's right. That's a big drop, isn't it?
it's like if Nelson Mandela sent you like a Brazilian fart porn meme. Like just that
by accident.
Like a GIF. Yeah, and you're like, man, fuck. That's really tarnished his image.
Like he's like
as sort of a
here's a great inspiring quote, and then accidentally gets hacked, and it's like someone farting on someone's face. And it's like
what
it's
website
like that
have
GIF
you been
where it's
on?
repetitive. It's like
it's like because here's a guy that served 30 years in prison or whatever for a cause he believed in, sort of representing dignity almost. It was almost like he was a metaphor for dignity.
Right.
Like people don't even consider him a person. He's like an avatar for like sacrifice and earnestness and, this revolutionary figure. He forgave everyone once released, and then to send a GIF. It's like, oh my God.
And that's where the internet's the great leveler, because even Nelson Mandela, in theory, could be hacked and send out a GIF of a repeated Brazilian fart porn accidentally to all his followers and loved ones that believed in his cause against racism. He could do that.
And in that moment, he loses all dignity.
He loses all dignity. You know what I've realized being a parent is that I can't die in a dumb way, because however I die, like if I die young, my son will inherit the legacy of my death. Like I can't die silly, because like if it's like your father died rescuing a baby from a burning building, he's a hero, he'll inherit that legacy. Or your father was squashed by a pumpkin truck. Sorry,
he died in a silly way.
Sorry, he died in a very silly way.
It adds an extra burden. Like you're not just grieving, you're ashamed.
Right, exactly. You're ashamed, and he has to carry that shame of my death, hypothetically, in a dumb way. Like I don't get to die undignified.
Yeah. You don't want to die and end up in like on a brown cardigan GIF or whatever. Like one of those really funny videos where it's like the funniest home videos type thing where, the guy cracks his head on a slippery dip and you're like, I don't know if that guy's fine after that.
Yeah. You don't want to end up a meme where it's like Darwin Awards, lol. And it's like, look at this goofy guy slip over and, fall into sewage works or whatever. And it's like, you can't have that.
To carry that around the schoolyard?
Yeah, he's gonna be pumpkin truck kid or whatever.
The more serious the death, the better, isn't it?
That's right. You want to die, maybe, my father died as a revolutionary trying to overthrow the government.
Yeah, some kind of geopolitical struggle that went awry. That's probably the best, isn't it? He was in Fallujah reporting, got a stray bullet through his head from an insurgent.
Right. That's the way to go.
And then memorials on all those TV stations, memorials for days.
Right. Yeah.
That's probably better than you staying alive, isn't it? Like that. Like days of memorials and papers and stuff.
This is better than my current life. Yeah, it's probably it's probably most likely I'll die in a silly way because I'm not going to be doing anything heroic. Like the chances are it will be something dumb, like I just eat a burger or something and it's got some bad meat and you just get some weird disease and slowly die. He had too many chicken wings.
That's yeah. It's like it's just funny to be like knowing my lifestyle, probably going to die silly.
Well, I am a
Like
comedian for a living, so I guess the chances of me dying in a silly way are pretty high.
well, that's why I think I told you I got bitten by a tick in the CBD,
Right.
which is
Yeah.
just an absolute betrayal. But if I die from that, which you can, according to some forums, that's going to be shameful.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if that happened to you. It'd be like, yeah, my dad was sitting on a park bench in the CBD, just 50 meters from where they filmed The Matrix, got bitten by a cattle tick, and now he's in a coma.
Yeah. Dad got put into a coma when he was drinking an iced coffee on a bench and got bitten by a tick.
Like, he didn't even go to the bush.
How well have you scoured the forums about the tick for what your health concerns might be?
I've gone into forums where it's people crying, like they use crying emojis. And it's basically it's like online crying forums where they all just cry and like
And they're
comfort
crying
each other.
because they're
They're
crying
dying.
because they're dying from a
Yeah.
tick.
That's about as low as you can get is when you're in those forums.
Have you ever commented in any of those forums?
I've never commented. I think I've joined. I may have joined, but joined because you get more access. You get more access to the forums if you join because they trust you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they're like, we can really open my heart up.
And a lot of these forums are people crying about the fact they've got a disease from a tick and they're going to die.
Yeah, stuff like that.
And that's where you end up since you've been bitten by a tick.
That's when it's good to have a housemate because you can be like, hey, man, you ever been bitten by a tick? Do you know what I mean? You can have someone to spitball with.
Right.
Without the spitballing, you just go into a rabbit hole.
Right. I see.
Because it's just you and your thoughts.
Right. So you convince yourself that you're going to die.
The forums.
Yeah.
The forums are like, because a friend will go, no, you're crazy or whatever. But a forum goes, you're right. You are right. It can end in paralysis. You know what I mean? It's always like it can happen.
You will find it if you're looking, eh? You will find it.
Yeah.
Because secretly you want to find the guy going, yeah, I got one and I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I've constructed this letter from another realm. I'm dead. And you're like, fuck, I knew it.
I was on a lunch break at PricewaterhouseCoopers. I went down to the park bench for my daily decaf almond latte, and a tick bit me. Now I'm incapacitated.
Now I write this from the grave.
Some of them are presumably writing from hospital beds in like ICU wards. Like it's just, it's incredibly sad. Petri dish for depression, but it's.
What's the funniest forum you've been on? Like, what's the funniest rabbit hole that you've gone down for hypochondria?
Maybe Multiple Sclerosis Anonymous or something like that. Like some where people sort of document their slow descent.
And you're convinced you have it.
Yeah, so you start like connecting with them emotionally, like at each stage of grief.
So is this a forum that you would check regularly to sort of see whether you got MS?
It was one I was involved in, but no longer am.
So why?
Well, it just turns out I was drinking too many Cokes. I was just following it because like I just wanted to know if you could handle it. But the first thing you do is you Google celebrities with MS. Like you want to know people who can thrive with the thing.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like if someone was like, you've got a benign brain tumor, you'd Google like who has this. Oh, Tim Burton has it. I'll be fine.
Okay, because the celebrities have got enough money and stuff that they prove you can live with the debilitating disease that you hypothetically might have.
they're proof that you can still you go to a sort of Michelin-starred restaurant and chill with it. So
Right.
you know what I mean? Like you're like, at least there's hope. Like you don't want to Google it and it's just you.
You don't want to Google just a middle-class person in a suburban home who's like, yeah, I've got to sit in my house and sleep all day because I've got a tick disease. You want to see, it's Brad Pitt. He got a tick disease once, but he still went to the Golden Globes and went out and had a luxury, champagne
Charcuterie board.
Yeah.
He just has to have more naps now.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. You want a point of identification for the thing you think you have.
Yeah. So celebrities open up a world of possibility for your hypochondria when, you want to delve into the luxury side of the disease. Brain tumor meets African coast escape or whatever.
Can you go on a whirlwind global tour with a benign tumor? Like you're trying to find possibilities as well.
Right. And you know who doesn't have a dignified death? That's Uber Eats drivers.
No. It's undignified.
It's a very undignified way to go. There's quite a row about it at the moment. There's quite a row at the moment that Uber Eats drivers are poorly treated. Like that. They're getting hit by cars and stuff, or the safety.
No one cares either.
No one cares.
It just happens, and because there's no contract, they don't get any insurance payout for the death.
Really, it's a disgrace.
Like if you worked in an office, you'd get paid a payout. Yeah. Like if you're at PricewaterhouseCoopers, the only company I know of.
Do you know how many times you've referenced that corporation in jokes? Every joke we've ever done, you reference PricewaterhouseCoopers. It's just funny name, though. It's funny, though, isn't it?
It is. It just sounds like four rich people who got together and put their names together in like a Scrabble thing.
If you're there and it does sound like really rich, doesn't it? Yeah.
Well, if your name's Price or Waterhouse or Coopers, I think white, rich, kind of frat boy type, like golden spoon.
Fuck yeah.
But if you work there and you're in charge of accounts and you slip and crack your head, you get like $1 million or whatever.
Well, I think it's a classic example of how we choose what to care about. Whenever it's stuff that actually affects our lifestyle, like, don't buy iPhones. They're made by slaves and children. Oh, no, that's not an important issue. Uber Eats drivers getting killed so your panini doesn't get delivered. Oh, no, that's not. Black people in America being killed by the police. Yes, I give a fuck about that because it doesn't infringe on my lifestyle and I have to sacrifice nothing and I get maximum pats on the back. But if I kick up a stink about Uber Eats, I might not get Uber Eats. What's going to happen? Yeah. What's going to happen when he gets hit by a car? The Uber Eats driver, when I'm a fat white fuck waiting for my fucking meal.
Yeah. You're waiting for your buffalo wings. We care more about the guy that's going, where is it?
Yeah.
Where is my buffalo wings? Like,
where's the buffalo wings? No hello.
Where are they? Complaining, trying to get refund. I'm hungry. Like, we care about that guy.
Yeah.
And he doesn't even know that the driver's dead, but he's still applying for a refund. That's how sick this is.
Yeah, it's sick.
Like he expects the ambulance to drop it on the way home or whatever to the hospital.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And the hospital driver's like, sorry, mate, they just drop them like flies and here's your meal and heat it up. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Like we care more about the consumer.
Yeah, we do. It's very true.
Convenient utopia, and they're the obscene supplement to the utopia of convenience. You want it hidden.
Right. You're saying that there's always a supplement,
invisible
underbelly or darkness to every nice utopian idea,
like the iPhone or whatever.
You press a button and the burger comes, but sometimes they die and the paramedic has to deliver it.
Yeah, and like totally, and same with the phone or whatever.
Yeah, that's right.
How it's mined in the Congo, and no
Yeah,
one cares about that because it's invisible.
yeah, that's right.
I never thought that the wellness movement would become sort of like have a crypto fascist vibe to it.
What do you mean by that?
Like just this whole like grounding, forest bathing, Himalayan salt rock, like dreadlocks. Yeah, man, just doing some yoga on the beach, kind of
Right.
easygoing sunset naturopath type thing would sort of gain a sort of fascist edge to it.
You mean
With
like
now that's
with the conspiracy
anti-vax.
theories? Oh, right.
Yeah. There's a bit of like that anti-vax, but then that leads into like natural kind of like it's like a Himalayan rock salt lamp with a swastika kind of vibe a little bit now.
Right.
It's like don't wear sunscreen because it disrupts your endocrine system, but also Jews are lizards.
So explain that a bit more because it feels like a big leap to me. I kind of know what you're saying though, because what you're saying is there's something unique going on with the wellness movement right now, which is there was wellness, which was all about peace, unity, meditation, and consciousness. And now there's this weird twist where they've gone anti-vaxxers and also 5G. They're very opposed to 5G and that they believe that
Yeah,
5G is part of a conspiracy. So it's kind of this mixture of wellness meets high level conspiratorial conspiracies that are often a launching pad for just anti-Semitism.
it's just an interesting pathway, I think, to have the Himalayan rock salt lamp and like, yeah, I'm in the forest, it's nice, and the kumbaya, and then also, Sig Heil.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
do you see fascism in it? Is that what you see?
Not fat, I guess, just like a sympathy for a sort of like hidden fascism, like a sympathy for it. Like, but
Yeah,
then I was like, they're both about perfecting the human
right. Yeah,
race or whatever. Like,
yeah,
like
yeah.
like Hitler was on probiotics. He was a vegetarian, when he invaded Poland, and he
Right,
was also like doing mindfulness exercises and like all
right.
those guys. Like,
So you think it's just applying wellness, but to the human race,
yeah,
cleansing, detoxing the human
d-
race.
doing a toxicology report on the human race. You've got heavy metal poisoning.
I do know what you mean. I think it's a big leap probably for people listening, but I kind of know that what you're saying, which is you're kind of saying, I can see what you know why I think I know what you're talking about is because I was just in the Northern Rivers visiting a friend of mine. So they live in the Byron Bay
Yeah,
area, hinterlands. So that's the highest concentration of wellness um in Australia,
maybe the world.
maybe the world. And there was a time when wellness became kind of silly in the sense that they went from eat organic food, local produce, no big corporations, fuck chemicals, then to shit like crystals are good to ward away bad energy, auras, what's that thing with chakras, um,
Chakras.
and like pseudo shit. And then it
Yeah,
went to like, oh, anti-vaccine and anti-science. And then like the biggest protests in Australia against 5G being rolled out is in the Northern Rivers in Byron Bay. So I can see how it goes from like eating healthy to like, what about magic to like, what if nothing is real and the corporations are trying to brainwash us and spread a virus through radio waves to like, who runs the corporations, the Jews, to like maybe we should just cleanse the Jews like we cleanse our liver.
right. Yeah, it's Maslow's hierarchy of conspiratorial thinking or whatever. You get in sort of early with the Himalayan rock salt. Oh, these healing crystals, they might help with my Lyme's disease or whatever. And then and then then you're reading about Norse mythology and stuff, like a Viking on a unicorn that cleansed his liver with
The blood of a virgin or whatever.
The blood of virgin, yeah. And it's just an interesting, because like even with yoga teachers, I went to like a yin yoga class, which is supposed to be the relaxing one.
Right.
And the guy was like a little Eichmann, like the way he was like, you didn't bring the right mat, like you need to relax more. Like he was very dictatorial.
Right.
Like
So
he
you're saying
brought to
there's
mind a kind of,
fascism in their religious adherent to their weird wellness beliefs.
it's like a nice fascism, I think. If there was like a wellness dictator, it would be kind of friendly.
Right.
You like it'd be like, please come this way. Your chakras are a bit askew.
So
You know,
we're
we're
going to
going to put you in
gas
a
you.
education camp. Yeah. They'd say it was an
Re-education camp.
infrared sauna. They'd be like, it's an infrared sauna, okay? It detoxifies your kidney of heavy metals. And you're like, really? I mean, my friend went in one. I haven't heard from him for a while. It's the 5G.
Yeah.
Like, it's this interesting thing.
Yeah. It's so interesting. It's so bizarre how
I
they've
never thought
just,
they would hook up.
it's the strangest way because with conspiracies, as we've said before, all roads lead to Jews.
Yeah. It's just the only difference is how fast they get to it.
Well, if you come in at your entry level and go, what's money?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm already
there's
like, oh,
yeah, yeah,
what's money, man? What do you think money is? Let's go. Okay. We're dealing with an anti-Semite here. Do you know what I mean? Like if
yeah,
he's
yeah,
doing these weird
exactly.
rhetorical, what is
Yeah,
money? You're
yeah.
like, is this going to go to Israel real quick?
That's what I'm trying to say. That's the fastest jump.
Yeah.
Like you go, what is money? Banks, Jews. Boom, you're there. 9
That'd be a good
11.
board game. Don't you reckon? Like instead of to jail, it's to Jews.
Yeah, yeah. It's who can get to Jews quickest.
Yeah. It's like, I won Jews and you hit the thing.
Oh, fuck, that's hilarious.
Like, how many steps can you get to Jews? Because you start with healing crystals, then
It's just one of those
5G.
it's one of those prejudices, man. It's the most insidious because we can all understand why racism is dumb. It's very, very simple. Like what the fuck does a pigment in your skin got to do with anything? Who cares? But with Judaism, there's this kind of idea that they're actually secretly outsmarting all of us and running the media and the banks and the corporations behind the scenes. And it's complicated enough to fool idiots into thinking that there's something going on that they don't know about. Whereas, of course, the truth is that there's so many things going on that we don't know about by so many walks of life. And to put it all on the Jews is totally absurd. But it's not as simple as just going, he's black, I'm white, who cares? You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like a more of a connoisseur's racism.
Yeah, it's like when you've already dabbled in regular racism, you kind of get up to anti-Semitism like a hot top shelf scotch.
Yeah, you've got to have like internet connection and like you've got to have like visit websites and stuff. Like, do you know what I mean? You can't just be like a hillbilly like running around with a stick.
Yeah, you can't just be like, they look different. It's like, get out of
Yeah.
here, mate. This is for real racists. We're talking about
Yeah.
the big boy racism here.
We're talking about the gold standard and stuff. New
Yeah,
World Order. Like you've got to understand sort of a certain vocabulary and stuff and mythology behind it.
exactly. I would hate to be in a. I wonder if would a wellness concentration camp make you do yoga? I guess
Well, you'd probably end up paying to go
maybe it's
to
already
the camp.
begun. I mean,
I think it
Bikram.
has actually.
I think they might be already tricking people into thinking that Bikram yoga isn't a form of torture.
Yeah, definitely the sense of spiritual connection after yoga is just people getting confused with relief. Like, because it's like an
Right.
hour of torture and then it gets relieved. So, of course, you believe in God.
Right. You believe in spiritual connection with all things because you've just been really uncomfortable for an hour and now you're not.
Yeah. It's
Right.
just like torture someone for an hour, they'll become a Christian. You know, it's
I'm pretty
been
sure
proven.
that happened in the past.
Yeah, I would become a Christian. Like if you put me in Guantanamo Bay for an hour, like I would convert. I think I'd be religious.
Yeah. If
Like
someone
after the
tortured me for an
torture.
hour, I'd be whatever they want me to be.
Yeah, I'm not going to come out like, oh, Richard Dawkins is my favorite author. You know?
Yeah.
He doesn't help in those moments.
We love you, Richard Dawkins, but you're not helping when I'm getting tortured.
Yeah. I'd love to go on a cruise with you to the Galapagos, just me and you, Richard, but not not after I've been tortured for an hour.
Fuck.
But yeah, who could have predicted it, eh?
Yeah, it's very true. It's very true. And but fortunately, I just believe they're totally useless people, and they'll never organize. It's a bit like Pauline Hanson, you know. She's annoying, but she's never a threat because she's hopeless.
Well, I
Hopelessly
think
incompetent.
the problem is there's a surface validity to it. Like all this stuff, like don't have chemicals and stuff is good.
Mm.
Like so, it does come from a valid place at the start. Like sunscreen actually is, you know, probably has something in it. You know, like it's not. It actually does come from the wellness first.
Right. Yeah. 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 No, you're right. Yeah. Yeah. I think all beliefs start with some validity, and then slowly end up with mass murder.
Yeah. It's the grain of truth.
Yeah. There's always the grain of truth, isn't there?
I just never thought a person that was taking probiotics and drinking kombucha would like, you know, be a far right sort of menace.
Yeah, it's very strange. It's very
as a hobby
strange.
as well.
Yeah, for fun.
A diverse gut microbiome, also organizing street rallies. It's like I saw a protester, you know, like doing a full commitment. Like he had, you know, he chained himself to a storefront. He had like a big sign, like he dressed up in like prison uniform, like full, like, wow, what a production. And he's got like free Julian Assange. And so it's just this powerful symbol because you're like, whoa, it's just this one guy chained in front of a storefront. And then I looked closely and I saw that he had AirPods in.
Right.
And it took away from the dignity, like the gravitas of the protest.
Right. Yeah. He's
like,
not taking it
here
seriously.
I was impressed. It's like, really, you can't commit fully. Like, it's like if Rosa Parks, you know, who refused to move from a bus sparking revolution, like it would have taken the pizzazz away if she was listening to Joe Rogan.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Like it would take the dignity of the thing away if like all the photos of her were like with AirPods in, like as she was getting arrested.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. She's sitting at the back of the bus as a protest against racism and segregation, but she's also listening to Dr. Dre's The Chronic.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I remember like it just takes away the dignity. It's like when I was at the Black Lives Matter protest, I saw a guy take down his surgical mask to put Red Rock Deli chips in his mouth during one of the speeches.
Right. Yeah.
And I was like, can you pull yourself together for 5 minutes? You know what I mean?
Could you just not gorge? Could you just go without something for 1 fucking minute? Just 1 minute of not self-gratifying, like indulging in either in some of the senses, whether it be your phone or music or stuffing Red Rock Deli chips in your mouth.
He's like, I won't scroll during the big speech, but fuck, I'll need a snack, won't I?
Yeah.
For the apocalypse.
Yeah.